Hey Soul Tribe, how is everybody going? How is everybody? I hope you're doing really well. What day is it? Thursday evening. Thursday evening. What better way to spend it than just chilling? Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon. It's about 6:30 p.m. New York time. We're just going to do a quick. We'll see how we go. We're going to do a quick collective. I'm just going to spray some aura spray around, and I've made a bit of a mess here, so I'm going to clean that up. You may hear my doggy running around. Hi Joe. You may hear my doggy running around. Where's the volume? Can you all hear me okay? Because I think my volume, let me just play with this. There we go. London time. Thank you guys. Hey Jazz, hi Noxie, Stella, Ermal, Unity Love Community, Unity Love, Wise Girl, Nada, hey, Sweeter, hi. My reading got left in, by the way. I guess your battery went down. Oh yeah, I don't know, it wasn't my battery, it was actually the internet. So I don't know what happened there yesterday. It just it died all of a sudden. I guess that was my cue to leave the chat, but I really apologize for that. I don't know. And then I got onto it and tried to open it, and it just wouldn't. But when I sort of like went back online onto Google, it was fine. So maybe it was just time. So sorry about that. Spirit has a way of going, yeah, timey went now. Anyway, we're having a look at the collective today, which I've named One Thing at a Time. So there's this energy in the air where things are starting to get exciting with the approach of Jupiter coming in on the 8th of June, and the energy mixed with the energy of the Scorpio post full moon. So for those of you who have fallen into the category of let's live and let's get things moving, just slow down a little bit, okay? Wait until at least the end of the month, till the full moon energy dissipates before we move forward with anything, okay, major, or just one thing at a time, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have bring your ideas to life. Yes, so some of you have got some amazing ideas that are coming through, or a plan or a project, and Spirit saying like start really thinking about what you want to do in this Jupiter season, okay? Because this Jupiter season is for 18 months, so lots of good luck, good fortune, amazing things. And the Wheel of Fortune is coming out a lot, guys, in the past couple of days. So, you know, bring your ideas to life. Make sure that you know what you want, okay? Let's have a look and see what the cards have got to say. I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to bring forward with that title of One Thing at a Time. Okay. Set healthy boundaries for yourself, okay? It's really important that you know what you can do and what you can't do. Get off the sofa, John. John's on the sofa, so good boy. Set healthy boundaries for yourself and with others, okay? You know, you may get excited about something. Don't overspend, overdo something, overexert yourself. Maybe write a list of priorities and stick to it. Okay, the number 3. This just talks about healthy boundaries with other people as well. What will you and what will you not allow, okay? Believe in yourself. It's really important to believe that you can do something right now, or that everything is going to be okay, but just take your time with it. One thing, one step at a time. Nothing is wasted. So just knowing that everything you've learned in the past this year, it's really going to start coming in useful. Okay, all the lessons you've learned, all the hard work that you've put in is going to start coming to fruition. Things are going to start turning around, guys, which is about time, right? Saturn was there for a reason, though. You know, Saturn was there to test us and see how strong we were with certain things, situations. I mean, if I look back, or if you look back 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I mean, where were you 2.5 years ago? What situation were you in? Were you in a difficult situation? Have you been through a lot in the past couple of years? I mean, I know the pandemic was hard, but Saturn was hard too, right? In many different ways. Yeah, sweet results await. Look at this. That's amazing. So there's some amazing things coming in, but take your time, prioritize things, clear out the clutter is at the bottom of the deck. Whatever that means to you, whether it's at a heart chakra level, whether it's a literal level, let's clarify. And then we'll go to the first person on the list. Hi, Chanley. Thank you for making a list. John is spelled Jon. He's actually named after Terminator, yeah, John Connor. So, yeah. Terminator just seemed too long, so I called him John. John thinks he deserves the couch. Yeah, well, he probably does, but he doesn't. He's not allowed on my sofa. Okay, even though he's super clean, you just don't know, do you? It's the hair, right? It's the hair. Okay. Take your time with things. I want you to meditate, especially if you've got ideas. Make sure that you're asking Spirit to show you the way. Like, your thoughts can also deceive you. So is what you're thinking able to be put into practice, or should you? But there's a lot of happiness coming through here. Meditation and prayer will help you to get balanced, especially emotionally. Do not think that you cannot do anything, okay? You can do everything. And whatever you're doing now, especially if you're releasing toxic people, situations, habits, or patterns, it's really going to support you. And the universe is going to support you in doing that. Okay, let's have a look and see what's here. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot in the upright. Excuse me. Beautiful card. Spirit is here helping you, leading you, guiding the way. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that inner voice that tells you what is right, what is wrong, what you need to do, what you need to sort of like stay away from. Bring your ideas to life. Spirit's really going to help you, lead you in that direction. Okay, let's have a look and see what's here. Why is this set healthy boundaries and nothing is wasted? So, you know, maybe there's been some disappointment from the past. We got the Six of Cups energy. You put a lot of hard work into something, possibly. Nothing's been wasted. Don't look back at all the, oh, he's putting his head on my lap. Hello, baby. You know, even though you may have put a lot of hard work into something, something may not have eventuated. You've learned something from that, okay? Keep moving forward, one step at a time, one thing at a time. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles. Yep, stepping forward methodically, slowly, using that Saturnian energy, which is still there, and just nearing the end of it. Thank God it's coming to an end. All right, thank God. Why is the believe in yourself and sweet results await here? Four of Cups in the reverse, but we're going to put it in the upright. I feel that needs to go in the upright. I think a lot of the lessons, this is showing me the lessons that have been learned. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is like your mind, like if you look at how you process information or situations, made decisions 2.5 years ago to now, and I keep mentioning this because we are nearing the end of Saturn return, okay? So, you know now. You know who's wearing a face mask, you know who's doesn't have your best interests at heart, you know when someone comes in or if someone new comes in, you know when to say no, you know when to set boundaries, and you know how you feel on an emotional level. And most importantly as well, your mental is a lot more balanced. Okay, that is today's collective. I hope that made sense. Okay, so let's have a look and see who's here. Ermel is, I don't think Ermel is first. I think we had Unity, love is first. So Unity, post your question. Okay, Unity, post your question. General for you. Let's have a look and see what's here. Get off the couch. Okay. He knows. You naughty, you naughty. John, come here. Come on. Sit here. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Okay, stay there. He won't stay there, but... Right, Unity, love. Let's see what's here for you. Ooh, bottom of the deck, we have love is all around. So do you have love on your mind? Maybe you do. Okay. I just want you to know that you need to learn from the past, okay, in regards to a love situation. I don't know if you're with someone or not. You can tell me if you're single or not. Maybe this is going to end up being a love reading or information you need to know about your current partner. So let me know if you're single or coupled at the moment. Let's have a look and see what's here. Okay. So for the month of May, mid-May to mid-June, let's see what's here for you. And I hope this resonates with you. You can let me know if it does. I'd appreciate that because I do like feedback. If that makes any sense. John? John? I might have to put him outside in a second. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the flamingo spirit. So we have two bird spirits for you, and the bird spirits are, don't think that you're alone. You've got at least a few angels and guides protecting you and guiding you right now. It's really important that you do take a rest. I just do feel that there's this resting energy where you need to rest. We have 999 here. We also have 4, 4, and 10. Okay, so you may be seeing 999. If you are, go check it out, look it up, what it means for you, whatever's on your mind the most, whether it's love, work, career, or just on a general spirit soul level. Okay. It's really important that you take some light rest and be gentle to yourself. Something may have happened recently, like that sort of like knocked your self-worth or made you feel down or made you feel like you can't achieve something. Remember, God will never put things in your path that you cannot handle, and also everything happens for a reason. Okay. So let me know if you're with someone or not. I just really feel that there's some love stuff going to come out here. So take time out, needing to really be gentle on yourself. So you could be feeling unwell. You could have like a lot of energy has been taken away from you. I just feel this energy. You may be taking some pills or vitamins or something to try and get back on your feet. I'm just going to say though, that 6 of Swords is here, so the general may be significant to you. There is another 9, okay? So there's like a guarded feeling here. You've been through a lot. He's got a bandage on his head here. So he's been through something, okay? He's been through something that he's just guarded about, or he's like trying to get back on a mental level playing field where you're able to make certain decisions and know that they're the right ones. So if you're going to do any like chakra meditation, your third eye, connecting with your higher self, or your crown, connecting with your angels, you're between a difficult period. This is sort of like what's it called? The between worlds in the wisdom deck, which is going from a dark period in your life, going from difficult times into experience, whatever you've gone through, is helped you understand your self-worth, helped you understand where you need to put yourself first. And there's so many possibilities coming your way. I'm seeing like the world or the wheel of fortune. Let's see what comes out. Why is this here? Open to new possibilities. Know your worth. 5 of Pentacles. So there's a lack of, and right now you're getting more balanced. You're getting possibly financially as well. Possibly you're looking at your money. You're looking at what you've spent, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You know, if you have spent money for whatever reason, that maybe have been a setback. There's definitely been a setback here, whatever it's been, whether it's financially at work, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's your health, whatever it is. You may have used money in some way, and you may just be feeling, all this Five of Pentacles is here to say, you know, there's some depletion energy. But you know, like when you get unwell, when you get sick and you're like not feeling, you know, had the flu for a week or two, and then you're like, right, like I didn't realize how important my health was, and when I get better, I'm going to do A, B, and C. So maybe you're thinking like that, but you know, take your time with that. Remember, all in good timing, Spirit saying, okay, so whatever's going on, just take your time with yourself, be gentle to yourself. Maybe write a list of priorities. I'm also hearing a procedure, possibly you went through a procedure or surgery or something like that. Okay. Okay, let's have a look and see what else we have. I do feel in the near future you're really getting back on your feet here. It's just a feeling of losing your drive more than anything else. And like the Spirit's saying, it's okay, but you need to take some sort of risk in the near future. And there's some amazing things coming in, all right? You may be wanting to research something right now, learn something new. It could be, this is words, Spirit just said words, so you could be reading or have done a lot of reading. Maybe you're researching something that you want to put into practice with a business or something like that. You are being careful with your finances though. It's really important that you don't stay in the status quo though here, because there's a new opportunity coming in. I'm just going to say, I don't know if you're working or not, but if you're not, there is an opportunity for a new job here, a new financial opportunity or business. And just believe in yourself. There's something about, you know, tell yourself good, amazing affirmations, get online and find out how you can build yourself up on a, not even a mental level. I think it's more like, it's like I'm being shown like just below the heart chakra, so something possibly was going on with, it's more like, it's not even physical, although it could be, but it's more like a pushing down, like someone or something has pushed you down or made you feel low. And Spirit's saying, right, now it's time to build yourself up again. And you're able to really speak here. So if you're going for an interview, this will be really good. But the difficult situations are ending. Just know that, okay? There is some sort of new contract here that you're signing, all right? So if you're looking for a job, I feel that, and you're researching, that maybe that's why this research card is here, right? Looking for something new. There's some exciting news when it comes to that. I do see a new job or new promotion or something like that, okay? You've learned something. Whatever happened with this experience, you've learned to know your self-worth. You've learned that sometimes life stings. And you've also learned to, you know, set boundaries and be more gentle to yourself. There's a lot of changes coming up here for you. And it's really exciting, okay? You do need still more rest though, all right? That's at the bottom of the deck. So there's something about recovery, a recovery phase there still that you're possibly going through. But you've got a lot to look forward to in the future here, especially with work, okay? I thought that was going to be a love reading. So it wasn't, but love is all around. Maybe you have support around you, okay, with whatever this thing is here. Thank you, Unity. And let's have a look at the list. Ermal is next, then Stella. Ermal, I'm going to use this deck only because it's really talking to me right now. We're going to get the most poignant information, even though we do get it from all the cards, but I just... oh gosh, this aura spray is amazing. So while I'm waiting for Ermal, this aura spray is called Passion Spice, and it's from Bali Buddha. So you can go online, where I live in Bali, but there's like a few like shops called Bali Buddha, and it's Buddha spelled with a 1D, okay? And there's a shop online, but this is amazing, and it lingers for ages. So you can spray it around yourself, your aura. I don't know, maybe there's aura shops or not shops, you know what I mean, or a sprays where you are, or spiritual shops sell these. So, but this is a really nice one. So if anyone wants to get one of those, just doing a bit of a plug there for Bali Buddha, one of my favourite shops in where I live. Okay, let's have a look and see. Ermel. So is this a general love reading, or you just want a general? Or you just harding me? Okay. Let's have a look, see if anyone wants to donate. My PayPal is in the description. As you all know, just a reminder. And I'm going to be doing a collective today after the live. After the live's finished, I'm going to do a collective reading. I was starting to do daily collectives. I was so busy at work and so busy on a day-to-day, and yesterday was crazy. That it's only like 15-20 minutes. I do have a 15-20 minute reading window every day, so I'm going to really endeavour to do those dailies, okay? All right, let's have a look. Just see what Spirit wants to bring forward, Ermel. All right. Too many cards there. They'll come out again if they're meant to, okay? I think my doggy wants to go outside. Past, present, future. That's the way I want to do it, okay? I think there's still some sort of test coming in for you here in the future. I'm going to let my dog outside before I start this reading. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a, hold on a second, Irma. Let me put my doggy outside. John, come on. Out, 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 out. You can go outside and watch at the gate. Okay. Go on. So as much as he likes to be inside, he knows what he wants, and he wanted out, so let's put him out. Okay. My goodness, Ermel. Okay. There's a strong feeling of being impatient for something to happen, or being impatient with yourself. And like the collective reading said, one step at a time. So don't make any crazy decisions right now. I think you really need to be very careful in the decisions and choices you make. In the recent past, there was a challenge, there was an obstacle that you could have had to overcome. It could have been financial as well. It could have been what you said to yourself or also said to someone else. So let's clarify this. Yeah, 10 of Wands, bottom of the deck. So something happened that was difficult in the recent past, or in the past, and just past is really too broad, isn't it? So recent past, we have obstacles, challenges. Perhaps, like I said, something you said, there could have been a situation where I feel that you offered someone. See, this can be you here seated or you with the cup, and I think this is you with the cup. Perhaps you pursued someone in a romantic sense. And perhaps that was difficult in some sort of way. So clarify these if you like. Okay. Hi, Brittany. Okay. I'm glad you liked your reading, Brittany. Yeah. There's a feeling of you're working really hard on anyway, think differently and speak differently. The way you carry yourself, the way you deliver messages, the way you think needs to change, or you're really working hard on that. It could be related to love in some sort of way. Mel, okay, so clarify this to me if you can, if this is making sense, because this is in the recent past. And so we've got the Seven of Pentacles twice. Now this can be financial, it can be. I mean, people say the Pentacles, well, I also say the Pentacles are not always like about money, and they're not. They're the four elements, and then the fifth element is spirit, okay, really supporting and helping in something. But there's patience and planning. Energy has come out twice. So it's really important that you need to be patient with yourself, especially in your communication. And your communication to others, possibly in a love sense, possibly needing to be more patient in regards to finances, like I just said. You know, maybe there's been some obstacle or some bill that's come up and you had a plan and it's sort of like, or you've accepted something and you wish you hadn't, financially, or it could be love, like I said. So there's a real need for you to just like learn from past mistakes here. Current energy, we have the World card. So the ending, yeah, the ending of that cycle, that's the Tarian cycle, the beginning of Jupiter coming in. I want you to just, like I said in the collective, be very careful in one step at a time. Plan what you want to do, plan what you want to bring in. You've got 18 months, okay? You've got 18 months and the universe is wanting to bless you. And Spirit is definitely supporting you here. But there is more need to pray more. I just feel like an attachment energy here as well, like something or someone is trying to hold you back or trying to tempt you. And I need you to clear your energy, protect yourself with white light, make sure that you are taking your time in making decisions, because the near future has the temptation card, okay? Like we have the Star in reverse. There's something or someone that is trying to hold you back. Now, if you know there's someone in your life that is toxic, there's some sort of energy or entity that is attached to you, okay, that needs to be let go of. Now, this can be an environment. I've been in a situation where I've been in an environment that I needed to detach from. It wasn't necessarily looking back at now, you know, that the environment had an entity or an energy in there. It was just, well, I think it actually did. There was a couple of people that came through that place. Protect your home, protect your environment, protect your space, your workspace, your space in general. When you're walking through a mall, right, can you imagine all the energies that are around you? That's why I don't have anybody in my home unless I know that they're 100% okay to be there as far as the energy is concerned. So I feel that something is, and you really have to, like, there's a fight here in regards to this, to remove yourself from something, because the near future we have the devil energy and the choose wisely. So I feel it's to do with love. We have the Five of Swords with that. Conflict with communication. Yeah, in love. So I feel there's something coming up where you haven't learned a lesson yet from the past. See, my readings are not all fairy floss and rainbows. Okay, so the Lovers and choose wisely. There's a choice here, and the Lovers card is the choice card in the original deck. So there's definitely a choice. Don't be tempted by superficiality, okay? Be strong in that regard. Spirit is trying to give you the strength. It's better to be on your own right now, Mel, than with the wrong person, okay? I hope this is making sense to you. And Spirit's saying Two of Wands in reverse, which is a definite full stop in regards to love. Spirit wants you to focus on something else, the new opportunities that are coming, to plan what you have in your mind and new opportunities you want to bring in. I think love needs to be on a back burner. I was saying this in a private reading for somebody yesterday, that love really needs to be put aside and you need to focus on your goals and your dreams. The Star came up in reverse. It's almost like a warning, like if you don't focus on and plan and meticulously be patient with your own dreams and you start looking for fulfillment outside your own spiritual soul self and what you want to bring in, and you start looking for it in like love and stuff, you're just going to be learning the same situation, or same situation is going to be coming up. You're going to be learning similar lessons. Be patient. A waiting game. Okay, be patient. Whatever you're wanting to bring in, even if it's love, even if it's the right person, I don't feel you're meeting them right now unless you don't, like, you need to focus on yourself, number one. You need to focus on what, you know, you need to plan. Like, if you plan the next 18 months, I'm going to have this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Don't, like, take love out of it. Put yourself first right now. Okay, well, using these cards, because they're awesome. They're really talking to me. Amazing. Tiara, thank you. I'm just going to check my PayPal. That won't be a second. Okay, Tiara, I never used to do that, but I've been burnt before, so, you know. And it's not fair on everybody else, is it? Thank you for your donation. It's not fair when other people are just, like, trying to... they do that, they do it. Oh, I've paid, like, a donation. You just trust people. They don't. And then all these other people are waiting for their readings and someone's just scamming, but you didn't. So thank you for donating. Will the Leo and I get married and have a baby? If so, when? I can't give you time frames, but we'll see what comes up. Sometimes spirit can bring that forward. I'll read your second question, which is there in a second. Will the Leo and I get married and have a baby? Let's look at recent past energy. Recent past, present and future. I'm not doing reversals with your reading, so don't worry if it comes out in the reverse. All in the upright, please, Spirit. Thank you. I think there has been some difficulty, and that's okay, because all relationships go through difficult periods, like ups and downs, but you've survived them. Depending upon what house your Saturn was in your rising, especially, would be very indicative of what you had to go through in the past 2.5 years. It could be love, it could be difficulties in love, it could be challenges. I'm a Virgo Sun and Capricorn rising, and my 4th house and 6th house was highlighted in the past 2.5 years, and it was like, how far, how much do you want this person? How much do you want this relationship? So there was a lot of learning and testing with love. So that could have happened to you, okay? Wow, but it always turns out okay. It always turns out okay with your Leo, all right? And then we have that beautiful Leo energy here with the Sun card, okay? So, it's a balance of wills. Spirit's saying, interesting, a balance of wills. Maybe you're very strong-willed people. Maybe that you've had to be very patient with each other. The Justice card is here about, doing the right thing. The balance, but also the communication, and so you've worked really hard on your communication and being fair to each other. So it's quite a mature relationship, okay? It's a very mature relationship here. Even though there has been difficulties, and this can be outside the relationship, this can be difficulty with other people telling you what to do in your relationship, but it's always you've always worked together, which is really nice, to support each other. So let's have a look at present energy. Thank you, Marissa. Present energy for Tiara and her relationship. And we want to talk about future as well. Maybe there's difficulty still right now in trust issues. Now this can be because of things that's happened to you in the past, him in the past. It's time something changed in regards to your mindset. You may have find it very difficult to think positively. Maybe, well, it can be for any reason. It could be because you've been going out for a long time and nothing sort of happened as far as serious commitment yet, or it's about needing to free yourself from some sort of mental prison. So let me know if this is resonating, and it's time that something happened here with the relationship, something moved forward. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, the High Priestess. So you have 4 out of these 6 cards are major energies. They're very positive. You got Spirit supporting this relationship. You have, I'm going to clarify the intuition card, but this is just this deep knowing that you have that everything's going to be okay. And you have 2, 2, and 2 here. So you could be seeing 2, 2, 2. You have the number 11, which can be twin flame energy as well, but we'll see if that comes out. Future, beautiful. A lot lighter energy, look, in the future. There's this more color here. More vibrancy, okay, within the relationship. We'll talk about each thing in a second because we can go deeper into this. So we had 2, 2, 2, and now we have 3, 3, 3s. Lots of 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3 here is coming up. Bottom of the deck, spiritual strength. So you are really, really being supported here by Spirit. This relationship is being exalted, I'm hearing. So perhaps you have gone through a period. This is past energy. This here is also past energy, just to clarify that, okay? So there is been an up and down here in your relationship as far as balance, but I think the maturity's there to always try and support each other, because you're a partnership, right? You have this soul contract with this person. Let's call it that, okay? Especially if one of you has been had it difficult or found it difficult on a mental level, okay? 10 of Cups. It always works out okay. Now the 10 of Cups does talk about children, family, home life, exciting times ahead. I feel that you've always wanted, like, you may already have a big family, like, or come from a big family, and you're worried, you may be worried that you can't have children, or you may be worried that there maybe have been something where you've had to look at fertility issues. Now, if that's not your story, then that's not your story, okay? It's only if you know about it. There's more of a trust in yourself here, that you need to really focus on trusting yourself more, and trusting that being more vulnerable in the relationship is really important. Let me just flick to the chat filter because it's not working. Oh, it is working. Okay, 7 of Pentacles is about, you need to talk to me, please, when I'm doing your reading. Just say hello, thank you, yes, no, whatever, because it helps the energy to come through as well. 7 of Pentacles is a patience and planning energy. Maybe you're planning something with your partner or have in the recent past. Could be financial, you could be wanting to buy a home as well, all right? But there's some sort of soul contract you have with your person, and it is really beautiful. I think you really value each other's independence as well. There's a very spiritual connection here with your person, all right? And you have a lot of spiritual strength. Okay. Let's have a look at present energy. Conflict and defeat. Don't listen to other people. It's really important that you don't listen to others. You just need to do your own thing with him in the relationship and know that everything will balance out, okay? Because there's some sort of excitement coming in. So it's like Spirit's rewarding you for working hard on the tests that you've been through within your relationship. Yeah, especially if there's jealousy. I just feel this is jealousy. I feel people are jealous of you and your relationship with your partner, or there's some sort of envy. I'm getting envy greatly. I hope that's not you to anyone else. Because envy is probably one of the worst things, or the worst 7 deadly sins that you could have. So someone's envious of you for all that, you know, all the work that you've put in. You've put a lot of work into this relationship. This isn't just a relationship that you've just met this person, okay? And that everything's going to be, you know, dandy. This is hard work. This is planning. This is patience with each other, okay, in the past. And there's this beautiful soul contract you have with this person. And you've taken your time. Future, we have the Sun, intuition, and moving on. So this is like moving to a better place in your relationship, and you just know that this person is the one. I'd love to see the twin flame. I'm sort of seeing it in my mind's eye right now. You've been through a lot together, and I think that, you know, there's a lot to be said for that. People don't work hard on relationships anymore. They just move on to the next person they find online, okay? Yeah, you've been through it, you guys, the devil. You've been through the ups and downs, the patterns and habits and behaviors each one of you had to try and break free from, even other people. But you are like, you have this soul contract, and you're very attracted. You're still very attracted as well to each other. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, you will get married. I don't know where the children are going to come in. I really don't know. There is something here about, you know, fertility possibly. So just look at that. Or if you know that's your story, go, you know, I don't know what you want to do about that, but you've got the star here, which is beautiful. 8-8 on the screen. A lot of healing. This relationship that you're in with this person has brought you a lot of reciprocal healing. Okay. 888 is here. So as long as you keep your mind open and you work on that negative mindset that can creep in now and again, and this is maybe both of you, I feel this is a strong relationship. I think if you dream of marriage with this person, I think it can happen. I don't know about the children's side of things. That's not come out here, okay? All right. Let's move on to your second question. I'm going to do a similar spread here because it's working for me. I come up with all these crazy spreads. I'll explain it in a second. Okay, let's look at your second question. Your second question is, what career path am I supposed to take? Enrolled in school for business management, but I don't know if that's the right field. I'm a Gemini. Okay. All right. Recent past in school or in work. Okay. Recent past in school or work. Let's have a look. So we have the Star, the Empress, very nice, okay, very nice, very nice. And the Nine of Swords, okay. The present energy is the solar plexus, the Hermit, Virgo energy, and more Virgo and Hierophant energy as well, Taurus. Wow, you've got a lot of support from Spirit, just in general, like with your, what's this one? Sticking out. Look at that spiritual strength. I've shuffled these cards and the spiritual strength is there. You are getting support from your angels. They're really protecting you in your life. Just know that, okay? It's funny. There's always this, like, there's this feeling with you, like, you're not sure about things, but you keep pushing forward. Then you realize it's not for you, but it's still going to be okay in the end with the Sun here. So the Sun is mirroring the Star. I don't think that you quite know what you want right now. I think that you need to follow your gut. If your gut is telling you, I'm not sure this is what I want to do, or I'm not sure this is my path, then it's probably not, okay? And then it's probably not. You've got the Hermit here with a book in her hand. If you can see that book, I've got ACD, so there's the book, okay? I think there's a few more moves that you need to make in the present moment to get on path. He also has a book in his hand, if you see that there, the Hierophant. School is or work is definitely highlighted in the present, but you need to follow your gut. If your gut is saying, this isn't for me, then it's probably not, okay? And we're talking about the present. But there is success here with the Chariot. So you are being led to victory. There's something here about you being very successful in your studies, whatever it is you're studying. I think you're going to veer off a path, though, that it's like a divine detour. But what that's going to bring in the future is the Ace of Wands, right? Which is an exciting new career path that you're really passionate about, okay? And it's going to really set you up for the future in stability in your home and your relationship. Four of Wands. So there's a lot of fiery energy in the near future, and that's what you don't see coming. But I think what's going to facilitate that is you changing course and direction in studies. So whatever you're feeling in your gut, that not sure if this is right for me, then please believe in it. Please trust in it, okay? If you feel that you want to do something, you just said in the chat, I love helping people. So maybe you want to do something like care work or something that, follow your dream, follow your gut. Don't just go to business school to study IT or business if you know that it's not the right thing for you in the end, or that you're going to be bored doing that. So there's some sort of dream that you've got. The Star is a wish fulfillment. something you've been thinking of that you know is going to make you happy in the future. And I think you're going to get there. I think there may be a divine detour here, okay? But don't suffer in silence. We've got the Nine of Swords. Don't let this play on your mind. Go speak to like a college. You know how they have those career advisors in college, and you like speak out what you want. Maybe you can do a diploma or something in regards to care work in some capacity, okay? Because you're very nurturing. You have the mother energy, right? You have the Empress energy. So this is like utilizing that energy for a career path to the greatest like timeline possible, I suppose I could say. And it's time to sort of step into that and just face it and face that's who you are, right? So Geminis, very social creatures, enjoy like others and being around others. So maybe if you're stuck behind a desk, once you've done your diploma in business and you're on your own all day, that is not going to fit a Gemini, okay? So know yourself. But this Eight of Swords, like you can do this. You can change direction, you can do this, okay? Let's see. Do what your heart desires. Do what you're passionate about and what you love. There is choice here. There's some confusion. There's some confusion right now, all right? But I think that if you follow Spirit's advice, there is a masculine here, possibly that you're getting advice from, a career advisor, that would be very beneficial for you. So you can go and say, you know, I thought I wanted to do this, but a gut thing tells me it's not for me. I really like A, B, and C. I like working with people. I like helping others. They can give you a diploma or a course that you can do to, you know, benefit you. Maybe you want to be a childcare worker. I don't know. Maybe you like children. But there's a very nurturing nature here to you. Don't just think about the financial gain of, you know, you have to be love and be passionate about what you do, or else it doesn't mean anything, right? It's going to put you, if you follow like what you think you should do versus what your heart tells you, it's going to end like this, right? You're not going to be happy. Right, what else do we have? Yeah, there's going to be disappointment. So it's really important that you choose the right career path. There's a lot of fives here. So there's a lot of changes coming up. You've got to battle within your mind to sort of like figure this out. But if you know you like helping people and you know that you would be very good, I just got a like, yeah, something about releasing what you're already doing. And I'm not telling you what to do. Please don't just go and do what Trudy, the tarot reader, says, okay? Really think about this, okay? Because it's important for the change here. But you will be happy. I feel with whatever changes coming up, you'll be happy. It's about, you're going to be following some sort of career path where people are vulnerable. So you could be working with people with special needs, like a nursing situation where people rely upon you, okay? But it's going to be really like, there's a lot of satisfaction here with that, okay? And that's where your new beginning is. That's where your excitement is. That's where it's a risk. The Fool is about like a risk, okay? I did nursing for a year, and even though I'm a Virgo and I, you know, it would have been good for me to carry on, I didn't, my whole heart wasn't in it at the time, so I didn't keep going with it. I sort of wish I had. All right, so we have the Four of Swords. So this could be hospice care. This could be, you know, nursing. Yes, it could be, right? This person's on their, you know, you could want to talk about career. So you could see that as that card, Four of Swords. But there is some sort of new contract, I feel. The Three of Swords is here twice, so be very careful with your decisions, all right? Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Wheel. I think you're going to figure it out, but it's going to take a bit of time to really go through your mind and go, is this what I want? Is that what I want? I'm not sure. How is this going to make me feel if I do this? Can I do, like, all this self, like, anything is possible. I'm seeing the Starfish Spirit. Have a look at the starfish and what it means for that. Thank you for your donations. Okay. Who is next? Brittany, post your question. And oh, I think Marissa was first. Marissa, I think Marissa, did I do Marissa's reading? Did I do your reading, Marissa, if you're still there? I can't remember. Oh my God. I know Marissa donated. I think because Tiara's reading was quite long, I think I just didn't do it. So, Brittany, thank you. I'm not sure. I think it is Marissa first. But I don't know if she's there. Thank you, Stella. So, Marissa, are you there? Brittany, hold on a second. So when Marissa comes back on, we'll do Marissa. Okay, I'm going to do similar work for you, Brittany, on these cards. Okay, let's have a look. Let's try and tap into your like ex's energy. I don't know why you're asking about your ex. All right, I don't know what the point is to the question. I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't mean to be like, but I'm unsure of the point because. Is it because it's affecting you now in your life? Do you want to rethink your question? I don't know. I'm going to pull your cards anyway and just reword your question. You know, only ask this question or this sort of question, guys, about exes if it's affecting you now in your life to some level. I just feel that where is the healing? Is it you or is it him? Okay. So let's just have a look at what you need to do to get out of your stuckness. I don't think the intimacy with him and any issues we had, like you guys had, you know that the issues were with him. So concentrating or focusing your question on him seems irrelevant. I hope you're understanding, okay? So let's look at what you need to do to move on. All right, that's what I want to do here. All right, I hope that makes sense. Yes, okay. So it's more of an energy reading in regards to you. I feel there's a lot of happiness coming your way. I think I said that already in your private reading, okay? And if you feel like, okay, let's just look at past energy, recent past in regards, or past energy in relation to this. There's an unwillingness for him to be flexible in the past, and you just wanted peace in your life, like you didn't want this turmoil or emotional turmoil, mental turmoil, and you just wanted to be happy. I think you knew it was him, only because, mainly because of the relationships or the partners or, you know, fun times you've had since then. I don't think it's you. So please don't think it's you, because it's not, but I'm not going to harp on about that. Someone wasn't being flexible. It was almost like stepping on eggshells. We've got 3 eggs. Egg. None of them are cracked, though. And I think that possibly in some capacity you've been able to either have a platonic relationship with him since, or you've been able to sort of like put that side of things on an intimate level to the side, because you know it's not you, okay? I hope this makes sense. So you've got that, and now let's look at the present energy in relation to your energy with this situation. So there was a lack of flexibility, not wanting to talk about things as well. But what has it taught you? The lesson it's taught you is that you're is about others. It's not about relationships. It's about being flexible with people. It's about understanding people. Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their, flaws or chips in them. No one's perfect. So something here about perfection. And understanding that at a more intrinsic level with others. And it's actually made you more patient with other people. Knowing that everyone has like their little things, their idiosyncrasies or whatever, okay? You have recently had a huge level up on a spiritual level, okay? So some sort of huge like awakening. I'm also getting sympathy, kindness. Perhaps this has taught you sympathy and kindness towards others, or even more. Yeah, you've gone through a huge awakening. I sort of want to talk about your spiritual awakening. Look at that new life here. I think you got that in your private reading. In the future. And I'm just going to say that the ex relationship, you handled it really well, even though you think you may not have, you did. You handled it really well. And you also, mainly because you put yourself first and you realized like you were not going to be in a committed relationship where it wasn't like, where the other person had way too much work, which you put down a relationship where you had to heal the person. I hope this is making sense, all right? Your soulmate is on its way, like we talked about. So your new life with a new love and a new person is coming in. You've learned a lot here. You've learned a lot about your own intuition, your own, like the way you're transforming on a spiritual level. But you release this person with peace and love. I feel like, I think you really like I wish you the best sort of thing, type of energy, okay? You could have been getting a lot of spiritual messages lately, apart from the reading I gave you. Or maybe that was it. But you're getting a lot of messages lately from spirit. Could be in dreams. I had spirit talk to me the other night. That hasn't like happened for a while. It was very quietly in my ear and sort of like just, it was actually a laugh, but it wasn't an evil laugh. But there's something here about like paranormal activity possibly in the present, but do not like be worried about that if that happens to you. That's just a side message. I think in the future, like this person, this ex is coming back around. It's like they've healed and then they're like I'm back and I'm better than ever or something. Okay, that person is not for you though. So I feel a coming back to you energy, but I don't feel that you're going to like move forward with this person, okay? There's too much water under the bridge here, 5 of Cups. In the reverse, you're not wanting to go there again, but I feel that they're not your twin flame, all right? So your ex is not your twin flame. This new person is here, this new life and soulmate. It's got nothing to do with this other person. You've learned lessons, and we all meet people, soulmates. Karmic partners, good and bad, okay? I don't think this person was a karmic bad, but I mean, you know, and yes, I do believe in karmic good and bad. I've been through enough to realize that, okay? So 7 of Pentacles in your present energy. There's some sort of message coming in for you right now that you're going to really need to refocus your energy on. This is a putting the past behind you. I release you with love and happiness. I hope that you are happy. I am changing. I am transforming. I am going to be welcoming my new love into my life and my new life. And that's what I want you to say to yourself, like in the mirror, okay? I feel there's communication coming in here. What's this about? That's going to make you feel a little vulnerable. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel this is some sort of career related situation or business situation, okay? Here's you signing some sort of new contract. And then we go back to, or personal loan or business loan or something, then we go back again to work. Like I said to you in your private reading, and I remember saying, love needs to go on the back burner right now because the main focus here is finances and business, okay, and communication thereof. All right? This is what you've got to look forward to in your future, new life and soulmate. So just hang on to that, okay? Whatever happened in the past is dead and done and over with. 10 of Wands. Yeah, dead, done, over with, Capricorn. So there's a lot of needing to release. I feel that, yes, the pain is still there and the hurt is still there, but on your side of things, possibly on his too, but it's really important that you just refocus your attention on your business right now. Get the rest you need as well. There will be time in the future for relationships, okay? It may not even be this year. It may be, I don't know when I told you that or not, but you will know when your person comes in, when your twin flame comes in, you will know, all right? Marissa posed a question. I'm going to use the wisdom of the oracle just because it's really talking to me right this second. Actually, I've got a few decks that really talk to me. The animal spirit, not so much right now. This one does, and this psychic tarot over here, but I'm just going to use this at the moment. Okay, Marissa already posted her question. I've got to look through the feed now. What do I need to know about my connection with Al Sean? So, Marissa, I think is Al Sean, you always ask this question about this person. Are they your ex? Are they your current crush? Are they your love? Are you with this person in a relationship? Are you living with this person? Who is this person to you? Recent past, please, energy. Recent, and what have I sort of said to you about this before as well? Take that into account. Truth be told, number 5. Blessed. Past, present, future. Past. There's a lot of changes here. 7. There's a lot of uneven numbers here, odd numbers. Okay. You have some 5s and 7s. 3s, they're all odd numbers. A lot of them are odd numbers. Okay. I'm going to wait for Marissa to come on. I'm not doing her reading till she does. I'll give her like 30 seconds. Or I'm just going to go to the next person. Marissa, you need to be here for this reading. Let me know that you're here. And I'm going to take a break after Marissa's reading. We'll go back to the free list. Okay. I'm just going to leave these cards here. If Marissa doesn't come to the party, I'm going to have a break and leave these cards here, and hopefully she does. I need to know who this person is because I know I don't remember everyone's story, and I'm not supposed to, but like, I just know that you've asked about this before, Marissa. Okay. Who is this person to you, Marissa? Is this an ex? I'm going to start not, okay, so I'm going to start not answering questions about people's exes. It's just becoming a bit of a drag, to be fair. The child's father, I think that there is some, you have to be careful here, all right? I think there's a lot of blessings coming in, Marissa, for you, but I just think you need to be really careful. You're going through, or have been going through, or still are going through some sort of period of healing with this person, a release, but that's where they need to stay in the past. And yes, you have some sort of, I've got 2 ex-husbands, hold on a second. And both of them, like, I've had children with. And you don't have to have a relationship in any sort of way with your ex, okay? Or even talk to them at all, even if you do have children with them. Or the relationship just needs to be about the child. Because there's a real strong energy here of you needing to just wipe the past away with this person. There's a lot of blessings coming in, but it starts within and it's on your own. It's not with, like, yeah? Okay, so let's have a look. Maybe something was uncovered in the recent past that really supported some sort of healing that they went through or that you both went through together. But there's some sort of mask dropped. So it's really good. I think you've both opened up, like, what you felt, what you feel about the situation you're in now, having a child, okay, and being, like, apart. You have a lot of blessings coming in the present moment, all right? Don't miss out because you're focused on something else. There's a refocus, yeah. So we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this is like, you're focusing on the wrong thing here. I just feel like you're focusing on the wrong thing. Or there's too much focus on this person, all right? So Queen of Swords is needing to get focused on your own goals, your own dreams, instead of, there may be just too much attention or too much mental expenditure on this person, okay? I'm not saying you can't think about them or think about how they're feeling or whatever, but that, like, focus on your healing more than the person itself. I hope this is making sense to you, all right? Because it's making sense to me, all right? Whether he must be an ex of some description because you have a father with him, a child with him. So let's have a look here. So here's the child. I feel that this is you, like, this is like a really, I want to say difficult. I just feel this is a difficult energy to deal with here. So maybe he's difficult. Maybe your child has been through a difficult period. We also got Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. Is your child a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio? A lot of changes that you've been through on your healing journey. You're also possibly helping your child understand, or start to help them understand, more so on an emotional level, something, okay? Okay. I'm going to say if you have, yeah, so I'm getting this difficult energy. I'm getting this is a burden for you to ask why all the time, why something's not working, or why something didn't work, or why your relationship with them is not brilliant or is good, and know if it's so good, why are you not with them? There's a lot of confusion here, okay? There's a lot of confusion energy for me here. Maybe this is coming in for you. Clean it up energy, right in the middle of your energy here, needing to clean something up, put something to bed. I talked a few days ago about wiping the slate clean, like all the dust on something. Stuff that has settled for a while needs to be removed. And any questions you're asking yourself in relation to this person is burdening you. It's not supporting you, okay? Yeah, you are going through healing. You know, whether you know it or not, whether you consciously know it or subconsciously, it's going on, okay? Don't block your blessings by over, yeah, this really wants to come out. Clean up your energy, do the healing you need to do. Don't block your blessings by spending any more energy on thinking about the relationship with this person. Yes, they may be your child's father, but that's probably all they are, right? That's probably all they are at this point. And maybe the focus needs to be on your child and yourself and still healing, because the star's about healing. We've got another healing card. We've got the card of mending. Maybe you just, you're either at a stage where you're able to just talk on a level playing field with this ex. I'm going to call them an ex, okay? Or you're not, or you want to be, but there's a real strong focus. There's a strong focus on your child here for you. There's a strong focus on your healing. There's a strong focus on needing to stop asking yourself why something's not working or didn't happen or whatever. It just is what it is, okay? There's a need to clean up the energy here. Right. There's some imbalance right now. And work on your base or root chakra, okay? Get yourself balanced. Focus on your finances and your child. Focus on yourself, okay? There is future energy where you're putting yourself on a pedestal here. You're putting yourself first. There's possibly, you know, if this person is coming in at all in the future, it's not a fair energy, because this actually came up in the reverse. So Libra in the reverse. It's almost like I have to be very careful what I'm saying. Read my disclaimer. But there's like also this feeling of changes happening in and around the home. I just feel that you need to clean up this energy. I feel there's blessings coming in for you. New opportunities, possibly a new person, being able to learn something new, possibly study or work. Focus on home, focus on your child, double Virgo here. Focus on your own dreams and goals, because when it comes to this masculine, that's what I'm picking up. 10 of Swords, dead, done and over with. I feel this person is not fair. I feel that they've not been fair. They've not supported you. You've been patient. There's a lot of time wasted. There's a lot of time wasted with this person. And now it's recovery time and healing, I feel. Look at this when I'm talking about this person. Look at what's coming out. All right? I don't know if this is resonating, but this is like a not going back here. This is a not going back. This is a going forward, because if you don't go forward, I don't see it being a brilliant outcome. Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Marissa. Sorry, I'm sorry you had to pay for that. Or you felt like, anyway, I'm not going to go on about that. Everyone, you know, I want to bring forward really clear readings to people, that people really need to wake up. And I hope that you'll understand that. I can't just be all rainbows and unicorns all the time. It's like the truth will prevail type of energy. All right, it's time for a break. I'm going to put the kettle on, make a quick coffee, and I won't be too long. Thank you for waiting, guys. Okay, thank you for waiting, everybody. Let me have a look and see who's on the list. I'll be on for another, say, 40 minutes. We have apparel, apparel. So what's your first name? What's your first name, apparel? I'll just check my PayPal. Is my boyfriend my life partner, Tasha? Let me just check my PayPal, thank you. Okay, is it Tasha? Yeah, you donated once, okay. I did check my PayPal and it's just gone in once. So let's have a look at your first question. Your question, if you want to donate again, let me know if you want 2 questions. So I just got 1 donation in there. Okay, let's have a look at your boyfriend. Is he your life partner? Let's have a look at your recent past connection with him, Tasha. Okay. I think you're always like just really trying to do the right thing, trying to keep the peace, I'm hearing. I think you are really trying to manifest like for this to go to the next level as far as your relationship is concerned. And I do see some sort of new beginning going on here, okay? There's a lot of blessings coming your way. I don't know whether it's in relationships or just other stuff, but let's have a look at recent past with your boyfriend, okay? Let's have a look here for Tasha with your partner. See what's here. Recent past. So there's been some trust issues. And it's been difficult because of that. Now, this can be his trust issues. This can be your trust issues in the past, okay? And you've tried to really sort of like steer your mind in the direction of needing to trust more or wanting to work on that trust, working on those trust issues. I feel it's possibly you. You've really been an open book, though, as far as he's concerned, okay? And you've really tried to possibly, I'm going to say, dissipate arguments with intimacy. Like, try and handle it as far as issues that may have come up. And intimacy's always been the thing that's sort of like made you guys come back together or come back together in some sort of mental playing field here where you're able to move forward, okay? We have present energy, time to go, building blocks and community, and future energy with you and your partner. So you're really looking, like your main focus right now is looking on how this is going to go. What is next? Perhaps you're needing to spend more time with other people as far as friendships are concerned. That would be advised right now. I feel there's some sort of needing to disengage or detach from your energy with this person. Now, this doesn't mean to say you're breaking up. It's definitely not on the cards. I'm not seeing that, but there is a detachment. So there's nothing more alluring to a masculine than a feminine who detaches, that has their own friendships, has their own stuff to do, is independent. It has, you know, he's not clinging or needy in any sort of way. And I think possibly you've really worked on just going with the flow in your relationship, okay? You only donated once, but I'll check in a second, okay? There's some hard work to be done in this relationship. This is not like a simple, easy sort of everything's fine. I think there's always ups and downs in relationships. Perhaps you've thought now and again, is it time to move on? Is it time to, maybe you've given yourself an ultimatum to say, you know, if this isn't going to change, if he's not going to level up and commit, then maybe it's not for me. So you're looking at the future. You're really wanting something to come from this, okay? And in the future, you've got you manifesting this new life. But I think it does not come without hard work. You have that blessed energy. So some blessings. I feel it's career. Definitely time for a rest, needing to sort of like take some sort of break not even from the relationship, but just like spending some time on yourself right now to figure out what it is you really want. Because the main energy in the middle of the reading for your current energy is building blocks, which is thinking like, what's next? What's next with this relationship? Like, you want something new, you want something to happen, you want something to eventuate. He could be quite emotionally, like he may be emotionally closed one day and then open emotionally the next. So there's some in and out energy here. Why is the time to go card here? Let's clarify that. Definite trust issues in the past. Yeah, it's time for something to change within your relationship. And at an intuitive level, I know you feel this. And if he's not like coming, like if he's not wanting to talk about emotions in any way, and to be able to move forward and to bring something extra, like moving in together, or commitment in some sort of way, you're really thinking about like it's like now or never type of energy. Okay. And there is a new life for you coming up there. There's some sort of newness coming, whether it's with him or without him, but I don't see any separation, but there's some sort of unfairness here. Like you're giving way too much in the relationship, possibly on an energetic level, and he's not really reciprocating this energy at this time, and you're looking like, what's next in my life? Maybe there's some sort of group in the community that you can think about joining if you don't have like a lot of friendships or close people you can talk to. There's some sort of support here in regards to this. Okay. What else do we have? Current energy, building blocks. What is that here for? Yeah, look at this, 4 of Cups. There's a very, like, you give him a lot of love. You give him, I just don't think it's like reciprocated. I don't think he gives back the amount of energy and time that you give to him. All right. So there's a need to detach here. You need to pull back your energy a little bit. I don't mean playing games. A lot of people think that's just playing games, but it's not. You need to look after you. And I think that decision needs to be made, and you're undecided to make that decision. You're not sure about that, all right? But there's some unfairness here, 100%. There's like, he's not being, there's not equality here. There's something about non-equality with the Justice in the reverse. Perhaps also something's going on with him, possibly on a legal level. I don't know. Is there? Finances I'm hearing. Okay. King of Cups in the reverse. All these cards are coming out in the reverse. We've got, maybe you're thinking, does he love me? Does he not? Okay. Like there's some questions that you're sort of throwing out there at the moment. You're unsure. But there is like a lot of hard work to be done on this relationship. You're trying to manifest, we've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. You're trying to manifest the best life that you want with him. I'm just not sure whether you're 100% in this relationship anymore. Okay, Devil energy is here. Perhaps you have, or he has, some toxic patterns or behaviors that need changing, or there's definitely a disconnect required here for this to work. Why is the new life here? So there's a lot of happiness on its way to you, a lot of blessings, family blessings, love. Capricorn energy. We have Libran energy as well. Okay. Yeah. There's a need to be vulnerable. We've got communication coming in very quickly that's going to make you very, very happy. I'm just not sure it's connected. I feel like it's a disconnect from him. I'm just not sure. Like maybe you're hearing from a family member, or you're hearing some good news about your family or a child within your family. There's some sort of really beautiful good news coming in. You can't see it coming, like it's not shown to you at this point, all right? Strength. So double Leo energy. I think by August, September, there's really strong fire energy here. So by August, by September, I do feel that things are going to be on a in a better energy with your partner. However, it all comes down to the fact, are you going to detach or not right now? There's a need to sort of like do your own thing. You know, go out with your own friends, have your own hobbies, like not be reliant upon each other for your own, like for your happiness. There is like, he needs to see what he's got. He needs to, I don't think he sees the good that he's got. Perhaps he's the one with the trust issues here. Okay. Let me just check my PayPal again. Let's have a look at your second question. My second question is, Jay keeps spreading gossip and lies about me at work. Once I reveal their truth, will people still side with her or believe in the truth? All right, let's have a look. What's going on with this Jay, the gossip? Or why is this person doing this, okay, as well? Like, yeah. There's some sort of new beginning coming for you in regards to your career. I felt that before. You know, we need to remember that I talk about this because I'm a manager at work, and I talk about this to my staff. We have to remember that when there's judgment, I'm just getting judgment here. Maybe she's going to be judged, or people are judging you or her. Maybe this job isn't for you. I do feel there's something new coming in for you, okay? But I talk to people at work about, you know, when people are like they are, gossip or, you know, being mean or being bullying in some sort of way, it's always a reflection on how they feel about themselves. So maybe they're the person that needs help. So possibly Jay needs that help and support in some sort of way, and you know, to perceive this from a different space. This person obviously is like, yeah, and I think you know this at a deep level, that this person needs sort of like the support, not necessarily you, but they do. If that makes sense, okay? And you probably don't want to give them any sort of support. Maybe you need to talk to them. There's something new here going on with your job. There's some sort of growth here for your job, okay, for your career in general. Will they see? They already know. I'm just going to say the people that know her, know she's a gossip, and know that it's not true. So let's just put, yeah, you are trying to be supported at your work right now. Let me just like, I'm going to divert this reading to work, because I do feel that, first of all, a lot of people are going to be saying like, well, why is she being like that? I think they already know, okay? On the flip side of things, I think there's something new coming with your job. They know she's being deceitful. They know she's lying, okay? I keep getting this Ace of Wands energy. There's some sort of new growth happening within your job or career. Perhaps you're going to a higher level. There's some sort of new opportunity or a new job coming in for you, okay? So that is, I feel, the blessing that was coming out before. And that's what you need to be focusing on, not the gossip, not the boyfriend. Like, you need to be, yeah, look at this. So they know she's deceitful, like, they know she's lying. Like, you don't have to worry about what people think. You need to refocus your attention back on yourself. There's a masculine here as well that is going to talk to her, and I feel it's more like a boss energy, and put a stop to what she's been doing, okay? All right. You just need to sit in some sort of energy of kindness and empathy towards this person, even though it conflicts with possibly how you're feeling right now. This person needs some sort of help, okay? It's really important that you nurture yourself at this time. I think that you need to just set boundaries with others, just in general, with your boyfriend, with your people at work. But there's a new opportunity that you need to be focusing on. Two of, there's something aligning with you, for you at work, and there's a woman, possibly, maybe it's you. There's a Libra energy here. So we've got double Libra. I would let go of this situation. There's a book out called Let Them by Mel Robbins. And it's like, if people want to be like that, just let them. Other people will see. Other people also have intuition. Other people will see the lies she's told and everything. You might not even have to sort of like open your mouth about it, but if you do, it's possibly too masculine. Okay. So there's a need to really just let go of this. All right. Right. There's this woman, whoever they are, this J personality, has this possible split personality, and they've got a lot of mental turmoil going on. So everyone else knows she's lying. Everyone else knows she's deceitful. I just need you, well, Spirit needs you to focus on your own career goals right now, okay? And what's next in your career, because I feel that there's a lot of blessings coming in Jupiter season. As I said that, the Wheel of Fortune came out well. So there's a new beginning in work for you. Look at this, okay? And I don't think you need to put any more energy or time into thinking about this person, okay? I think everyone already knows. You just need to focus back on yourself. And there's new career opportunity for you here, okay? You're trying to be supported, like you're being supported by Spirit, just know that, okay? Hi, Rebecca. Rebecca, if you'd like to donate, we can go forward. The list is closed, it is very long. Stella, who will my future husband be? Rephrase that question. I'm not a psychic, Stella. Sweeter, I don't know if you're next. Let me just check out the list. Stella, and then Noxie, and then Jazz, okay? Stella, rephrase your question. Don't ask a specific question like that. You're not going to get an answer, okay? Thank you, Stella. We can look at love and what's coming forward. I'm going to put the... Okay, so the Wisdom of the Oracle today deck wants to bring the hard truth to people. I'm not sure the energy is applicable to use them cards anymore, because I need to sage them off and take any negative energy out of them from past readings, recent past readings. Okay. What's coming towards Stella? If anyone wants to donate, it's $5 US. The link is in the PayPal is below. I am doing, before I carry on with Stella's reading, I am doing 50% reads right now for the next 4 days, and then I'll close that. So it's $25 US for 30 minutes and $40 US for an hour reading. So that's a really good price. It's half price, and it's for the next 4 days. So if you want to email me, guys, if you want to take advantage of that, I have about 6 spots to fill. Let's have a look and see what's here for you, Stella. Bottom of the deck, partnerships and alliances. Okay, so that's coming up. Hold on a second. I've got to turn my potatoes off. Okay, they're not quite ready yet, maybe another 5 minutes. I'm cooking breakfast. Yes, I'm having potatoes. I'm having some pork and potatoes and rice. I'm a savoury girl. What can I say? Okay, so partnerships and alliances. That's what's coming in that you don't see coming. Let's have a look, see what else Spirit wants to bring forward. What doesn't Stella see coming? What is here? I think there's a lot of things that you don't see coming. I think you need to be patient, or more patient right now with yourself. Okay. Don't sacrifice your peace of mind. Be patient. So this is patience, okay? 3 of these 4 cards are about patience and needing to wait for something to grow, something to happen, especially in regards to love. I think you've sacrificed a lot of yourself and your own like mental and emotional energy with people that it can be in relationships with love. It can just be like people in general that you like were not worth your time, that caused you a lot of this. Three of Swords energy, okay? So it's really important to pull back your energy right now and ensure that you're putting like everything into you, because there's a big sacrifice going on here. Like you've sacrificed possibly a lot of your blessings. Maybe things have passed you by in the past because of others, and you know, putting too much focus on love or too much focus on the wrong person. So I do feel that you need to be patient here in waiting for like the right person to come in at all right? And there's some decisions to be made here as far as how you move and shake in the world, okay? Every decision you make, really just be careful with it. I see like two aces. I see like the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So I do feel there's love and passion coming into your future. Be cool if we saw those in your future energy. All right, yeah, again, no way, patience and planning. What is it you're waiting for? Are you waiting for the love of your life to come in? Are you waiting for someone to contact you? Are you waiting for something to do with your career? I don't know, but there's a need. There's like, this is crazy, like patience, 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 temperance, and choices, okay? Because perhaps the wrong choices have been made in people in the past, but there's partnerships coming in. Three of Pentacles is very soul contracts, okay? What else do we have here? So the Chariot in the upright, that's very nice, okay? Third eye, you need to connect with your higher self to help you and spirit to move forward in the right direction. There's something possibly you need to sacrifice as well. To be very truthful with yourself as well, judgment energy, that is a calling here. That is something that you need to be doing in your life. So let's look at that. I feel it might be spiritual. You also have new beginnings and travel possibly, and happiness, with the Sun being at the bottom of the deck. So what is coming towards you is the right people, all right? At the right time though, because we've got all this waiting energy. And to be very like cautious with people, make sure that you're not over giving here. Let's look at, I just want to sort of focus on love. I feel this is a lot about relationships. I think the right person is coming in for you, but it's just not yet. You have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, masculine energy, and the Star, and the Fool and the Tower. And, ooh, possible twin flame with the Eight of Pentacles. So I do feel in the future there is a relationship coming in. August is going to be a big month for everybody, okay? So maybe you'll meet someone in August. The Star, okay, there it is again, Aquarius. Death, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You're changing the way you process things and think, possibly about different areas in your life. So there is a period of patience, and while you're waiting for whatever it is you're waiting for, a love, I think, you just need that. There's a level up. You're going to have like a spiritual awakening before that happens. Okay, it's time to get grounded. Don't keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on what you want, but be patient with it. It will come in when it's ready, when you're ready. And there's the Sun. So there's a lot of happiness coming your way. There is a lot of happiness coming in. And the success, I feel it's, yeah, look at that. The Chariot and the Six of Wands. So there's a successful relationship, I feel. Possibly with a Sagittarius. Sag keeps coming out. So we've got a King of Swords now. We've got a Six of Cups. So you have a soulmate coming in, and there's the Two of Cups. Right, so you have a masculine coming towards you in the future, and they are like your person, and they are a soulmate. They are like, you're meant to be with this person. You have a soul contract with them, and this person is going to make you very, very happy. What's the lesson this person is here to teach you? How to stand up for yourself, how to set boundaries with others, okay? How to put yourself first. So this next person who's coming in, who's going to be like a permanent or a long relationship, Stella, is here to teach you a lot about self-worth. Okay, a lot about self-worth and how to make clear decisions and how to get over any emotional pain that people have put you through. So you're gonna be vulnerable with this person. This person's really gonna support you. I'm also picking up it will happen in Jupiter season, which is from the 8th of June for the next year, or at least year to 18 months. Okay, so there's some healing work that you need to do. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to be patient to wait for this person to come in. Yeah, so thank you, Stella. Okay. Hey, Noxie, post your question. I'm actually going to not even use these cards. I think after I did a particular person's reading this morning, the cards are bringing some hard knock truths, which is what we want to hear. But I want to lighten the mood a little bit here, okay? Because the Rider-Waite-Smith deck will bring out what it needs to bring out. So, Noxie, it says stability coming my way anytime. Okay. Stability. Kelly Capellini, liberation, change. Yes, I'm going to say yes, there is. But it comes from you, like it comes from you, your decisions. It comes from you deciding to liberate yourself from the disruption I'm hearing. Spirit's saying you choose. Okay. There is something here about, now don't get scared, but there's something here about whatever you're going through, whatever you've been going through, it's a karmic lesson. It can be a past karmic lesson. It can be an energy or entity that's surrounding you right now. Make sure that you're really, now this has happened to me. It happened to me and I had to go through a process of 6 months. I actually got confronted by a demon in human form, a couple of demons, and Spirit was never going to let me get hurt, but Spirit was trying to show me to set boundaries. As soon as we start overstepping our boundaries with ourselves or others, I'm hearing like difficult things or situations, bad things happen, but it's for a reason. So what is right now teaching you about gratitude, possibly, but there's some sort of liberation here. You have love. It's a very strong contrast here. All right. Yeah, there's something about love in your future coming in. You have love and intimacy. That may like really settle you down and have like, there's a purpose. See the darkness of that card with the others? I do feel that you've got to be very careful with who you're around and the environments you're in. But I do see love coming in, and that's probably the Jupiter bringing love in, depending upon which houses are in your sun and rising. So check out the Jupiter video. I might actually start putting it in the description, the one I go to and go back to. So there's some sort of, did you hear that beeping? Okay. There's a real strong need for you to look in the mirror, to do some deep, dark night of the soul healing, to be very honest with yourself, of the different sides to yourself. I'm hearing as well, you have different hats. You possibly act different ways to different people depending upon different situations, and that's exhausting. Okay. Also, whatever energy that you are projecting is coming back tenfold, I'm hearing. So if you're projecting defensiveness, you're going to get it back, okay? So there's something about needing to just be really honest here with yourself about what you want to do. There is a big life change I'm hearing coming up for you. And you're mirroring others' energies, so you're going to attract what you put out, right? And there is like this flight, fight, or freeze, and this is called freeze mode, where you're just like stuck in Hanged Man right now. You're not quite sure. All right. I do feel that there's a need to be less vulnerable. All right. To only allow others in your energy that are willing to even meet you halfway. Okay. Because there's something like, these people won't care if you're out on the street. This is not a premonition or anything, but I'm just exempling it. Like, these people that you either see, associate with, or hang out with, they don't care about, like, they won't care if something happened. Okay. They just care about themselves. So you need to liberate yourself from this, or these people. There is love coming in for you. You do have a purpose as well. Just know that whatever you project to others, you're mirroring how you feel, or they are. Okay. So there is an indecision here about like what to do next type of energy to be able to remove yourself from this. Prayer is powerful. I was in a very difficult position and I liberated myself from it, but it was like stressful. It was really stressful. And I felt like at any moment someone could like just really attack me, literally even. So it's really important that you do not trust everybody. Yeah. There's a mistrust here. There's a need to mistrust. I don't always say this, but there's someone maybe you can't mistrust. You need to, not trust. And then this patience and planning, which keeps coming out. One thing at a time. Where have you been in the past? What have you learned there? Where are you at now? This could be about money, about people, about everything. And that is healing. That is how you do the healing journey, okay? To look at the past, to look at what you've learned, to write it down even. So there's some figuring something out here. It's almost like you're trying to figure yourself out. Who is this love person? Who is this love person? You're the Magician. Perhaps you're trying to manifest this masculine in here. This is a really deep reading. I feel that there's father issues here. I think you very much know how to love another person and you give a lot of yourself. I do feel that there's a lot of happiness coming your way in love in the next year to 2 years. But it comes with putting yourself first. There's also mother-father issues here. So I don't... Get rid of all of them then. If you don't know, just get rid of them all. You're not sure which people? Get rid of all of them. The right ones will call you. The right ones will say, how are you? I haven't heard from you for a while. I'm concerned about you. Get rid of them all. That's how you'll know. Right? Stop giving people your energy. Put it back into yourself. Can you imagine all that time, right, that you spend with others and then just putting it all back into yourself? Reading, researching things, walking, exercising, looking after your health, going to the gym, resting, sleeping, eating good things, doing tarot if you want, trying something new. Can you, start going to a different community group, okay? Just completely get rid of the people, because I can tell you something, right? The people that care for you, the people that want to know how you are, if they've not heard from you, they are the people, right? Not to call you and say, hey, let's go out, or hey, can you lend me $10, or hey, I haven't heard from you, I'm not going, like I want to go somewhere and I've got no one to go with. Not those people. I'm talking the people that really care, and you should know that, okay? So there's a period of no movement for you right now. I'm seeing the Hermit card, which would be interesting if that came out, but we do have Virgo energy. There's no need to make decisions or major decisions right now, okay? Follow your intuition, pray to God, and ask your guides for guidance, and ask your angels to protect you, number one. And as soon as you get off this live, you need to do that. Put salt around your house, sage yourself, have a coffee or salt bath, or salt around everywhere. Go to all the corners of your home, and you're going to have to do this many times. I feel there's a literal energy trying to keep you or hold you back from moving forward here. It happened to me. It's happened two or three times in my life. The most poignant one that I know of was about a year ago. So it's really important that you're vulnerable here with spirit, and you let them, like, trust in them. Trust your guides will support you and help you get rid of these. This is when you're going to be able to move forward and do all this like other work. You need to stay away from conflict and chaos. You need to stay away from people who are like, oh, hey, how you going? Because there's a relationship coming in. The right people will come in your life or stay in your life, all right? There's a massive need to cut communication and a need to completely like have a reset. I'm just being honest here. There is love coming in. It's not showing me too much about that, but I think you need to do this work first. And I'm talking about clearing out the clutter. I literally got rid of everything from my apartment. Everything, down to the last teaspoon. Everything went. It all went to charity. I started afresh. I started completely anew. That's the type of energy I'm feeling. Hey, Edster, how you going? Woke up from my nap. All right. Thank you, Noxie. No, it's an entity. It's not a person. It could be a person, but the person would probably have a demon in them, like I had to experience that, unfortunately. But it was sort of like crazy. It was crazy. And it came through in... It's like this demon inhabited two different people. One person I knew and one person I didn't know, and then it attached itself to that person. It was like insane. No, I think it's a literal entity. I think it's like a demon energy. You need to, especially when that liberation card comes up. And that liberation card, I mean, look at this. Look at that, that's the demon. And it's not your internal demons. I feel it's literal. I do feel it's literal. Okay, Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Post your question, my friend. Okay. Yes, I had this. I was in Subway and I'd just been through an absolute trauma with getting out of my apartment. And if you're watching, bitch, yeah, you know who I'm talking to. But yes, I'd just been absolute trauma getting out of this place, and it was just a nightmare. And I was literally in the 2 days or a couple of days before I actually handed the keys in and finally got out of there. This man confronted me in Subway, and he was an absolute freako. It was absolute crazy. He was a nutcase, and he had a ring on. It had a cross on it, and he started like talking to me like he was going to attack me. And I stood my ground and I just looked at him in the eyes, and he said, "Don't do that." And he was talking about looking into his soul. It was the same entity that was attached to this woman. Just, this, the only way it could get to me is a different way. And I stood there and he just looked at me. He looked at me. He took his shirt off, threw it on his bag, and he said, "Pick that bag up." And I just said, "I'm not going to do that." And he looked at me and he said, "Don't do that. Like, look into his soul." And he went like that to hit me. He put his fist up and he had a cross on it. He had a cross on it. But he was like mocking Christ in a way. And I stood my ground. And I just kept looking into his eyes, and he couldn't deal with the light. So he walked away. And then the woman at Subway, she quickly jumped the counter and locked the front door. And that was it. He couldn't even, we called the cops and everything. But it was probably one of the most scariest, but the most unusual experiences of my life, because I literally got confronted with a demon, and I knew it was a demon. As soon as I saw this guy, I knew. And it was the most crazy experience. And it was horrifying. I literally thought he was going to like kill me, this guy. But I was being highly protected, obviously. But it really made me resilient. Like, you can stand up to anything, you can like overcome anything. Let's have a look at Eddie's reading. I won't be on for too much longer. I've been on for my 2 hours. Eddie, I'm going to use these cards only because the rest of them need a good saging after a reading that I did this morning that sort of like threw me a little bit with the energy. So let's have a look. Eddie. Okay, Eddie, that one's for you. What else do we have? Wow, these are really cool. I'm going to do an energy reading for you, Eddie, because this is just coming out this way. But we'll see what comes through. So Spirit just said life lesson to me. All right. Life lesson. The only one that's come up in reverse is the one that I'm happy it came up in reverse. All right. A lot of this is about love. This card came up, I'm pretty sure this card came up for you yesterday. It was the first card at the bottom of the deck, which is that magician energy, and that we talked about spirit, like love spell energy, and accepting who you are. I think it's been a challenge, and you know what? It may not be literally so apparent, I'm hearing, or like consciously, in a subconscious level, it's a challenge for you to accept some things or accept who you are. All right. Life lesson, Spirit said to me. They said, remember. Okay, so life lesson. So I just want you to know, Spirit wants you to know that your life lesson is not to have turmoil in love. It is not. Even though it feels that way, it is not. It's maybe about some lessons, but your whole life is not about turmoil in relationships. Maybe you feel it is, or like every person is just like, it's not worked out. I mean, obviously there's lessons from that. We know that, but it's not going to continue. And you know what? You are a nomad, I just want to say, and you always will be a nomad. All right. There's some sort of pilgrimage here. I do feel that you're leaving where you are, where you're living, whether it's your apartment or you're just gonna be. I just see, like, I don't know whether I've said this to you before, but like, I just see a bit of like grizzly bear type of energy. What's he called? Like, you just like taking off one day and just going on some sort of crazy pilgrimage across the US or something crazy, like, which it wouldn't surprise me. All right, but there is something here about you being in this particular lifetime. This is almost like past life. No, it's not past life. It's like your life purpose reading. This is like a life purpose reading. It's not to have turmoil in love. So please put that out of your mind. But it is that you have a lot of freedom. So possibly in past lives you had no freedom. You were possibly, you know, incapacitated or incarcerated, or you didn't have the freedom, slavery. There's something here about this life is about freedom. This life is doing what you want, and this is the wanderer, this nomad energy, okay? A cute nomad lady, oh my God, maybe you will. Maybe you'll meet someone that does that. But freedom is here, and it's really important that you know that your soul path and part of it, and because I think you need to hear this right now, is not to be tied down especially to one place. It doesn't mean to say that you won't be tied down to a person. It's just like a place. You have been divinely designed in this lifetime to embrace the unknown and be that nomad spirit, okay? And it's really exciting because I feel like you've always known this, but I don't feel anyone's told you. So tell me if that's true. But I don't feel anyone's actually told you, Eddie, your life purpose is this, okay? I hope that makes sense. I feel that there is people, and that's the truth energy is there, okay? So there's a really strong, powerful, ancient, because I'm actually seeing, I don't know, in is it Lord of the Rings where the trees came to life and these old men tree things were walking around? It's like you are ancient, and I'm seeing the Lord of the Rings. So I don't know if the Lord of the Rings is one of your favorite movies, or that particular movie is one of your favorites, but there's something here about you understanding. You need to understand that this life is about you having freedom and being able to do what you want when you want. So you've got to find that person that is the same as you, that is in that energy, that doesn't want to settle in one place, that wants to explore, because you've been divinely designed in this lifetime to be this person. I hope this is making sense, okay? Right. You are going to be coming into unity. We have the word, okay. We have I'm getting past life energy through as well. I'm going to just say what comes out. But this communication and unity is, you are part of your purpose is to communicate how we can all unite as one person, like as one energy. And this is why we're all here in this time and space, and divinely designed on some sort of spiritual level here too. It's very complex. It's a very complex, and it's very hard to put into words, but I think, like, you know what this is. For people who have been through heartbreak and loss, okay? So there's some sort of community or communication with community here, where you're able to unite like-minded people, or people that have been through this together. And so speech is really important. That Libra energy, Queen of Swords, right? That Libra part of your chart. And this is definitely an energy reading. This is like, woo, right, the Sun, and to bring happiness to others. But the child on the naked child, well, it was naked till I put a nappy on it, but the naked child on the horse, on the barebacked horse, is freedom, like incarcerated, childlike freedom. I think you being tied down to a job, a place, if you removed those things, and I'm not telling you to leave your job, but I'm just like, if you removed that, there's a freer spirit coming out from you. And it has to do with the open country as well. Okay, very ancient energy. It's not like, let's settle down, have children. I don't think you'd be happy with that type of relationship. So as far as love, as love concerned, you'll be finding that woman that is part of your tribe, part of that time, okay? And they are here, they are around. The Moon, the Four of Cups, the Strength. This is you giving up on how you view relationships or emotions, how you see things. You like the mystery. You don't want something that is all laid on the table. Maybe you think that you do, but you don't. Not really. You like the mystery of it. You like the illusion of it. But you're ready to walk away from that, I feel. Because your life is not about turmoil in love. Not this life. Okay. I think you're moving. I don't think it will be long. I think it will be in the next 2 to 3 years that you're making this soul contract with yourself to be this nomad on a literal level even, and to just like go from place to place and spread love. And I think that's where your purpose lays. Okay, the star. I don't think it'll happen straight away though. Okay. Okay. I don't mean like camping out and making fires and shit in the woods. I'm like, you could like literally get an RV and just like, I don't know. It's this sort of energy of just taking off, not being tied down. All right. Right. Who's next? Let's see. Speak the truth. And Elaine. So speak your truth. Or I speak the truth. I speak the truth. Speak truth. And then we've got Elaine. Okay. Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. Okay, I speak my truth. What healing messages do I need to know from Spirit? I don't want to use the Wisdom or the Psychic Tarot because, but I am going to use some different cards that I have. I'm not even going to use the Animal Spirit. Let's have a look at the Tea Leaf Oracle. I need to sage some of my stuff. After I did that reading for that person, I won't say who, the energy was just crazy and I had to just stop using those cards. Okay, so before I speak my truth, so the Elephant spirits come out and the Dog spirit. You also have the Tiger spirit, which is full card energy. You have the Fly and you have the Vulture. All right, what else do we have? I don't use these very often. I should use them more. The Hammock. So there's definitely a period of ill health, either you're going through or have been through in the past, or some sort of, and this can be mental health. This does not have to be physical. It can be emotional health, like spiritual health. Look at all your bodies. You have two dogs here, dogs spirits. So dogs is be loyal to what you love and who you love. The Vulture spirit is all is not wasted and nothing is wasted. And the Elephant spirit is about learning from past issues. Okay. So the Elephant spirit, whatever you've been through in your past, whether it's a period of ill health, depression, mental illness, emotional illness, it's taught you something. So there's like a learning from past energies here. Let me just split this deck. Things are speeding up. And a rebirth is assured. Okay, there's definitely things changing for you. Sometimes life stinks. Whatever's happened, it sort of like made you realize that nothing is wasted and there's always enough. So it's this energy of like, yeah, I went through this. I may have lost A, B, and C, but I didn't lose my marbles. I didn't like, I got through it. I don't know how I got through it. You got through it with Spirit's help. So something like has opened up now. The letter D may be significant as well, okay? Something is opening up. There's a new opportunity coming in. And I feel that this difficult time, whatever it was, is like leaving you, okay? And it's going to, whatever it is, whatever advice, you've got advice from a friend as well in the recent past. So I'll show you past energy. We have past energy, past energy, past energy. Okay, that's how I read. It's a little bit Lenormand, okay, with these cards especially. Okay, so I feel that you really need to take a break right now, or you have recently taken a break. Now, this can be a mental break. It can be a literal break, okay? And you're thinking currently about taking a risk on something. But there is a new opportunity. Now, you do have a powerful friend that's surrounding you. You have someone like really supporting you with something, especially with the new opportunity that's here. And you know what's going to come of this? Like a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness. So whatever advice or protection you're getting from this person, could be a father figure, could be a mentor, could be a boss, could be like someone who's actually quite well known, but no one knows you know them. I don't know. It's some sort of like someone who's quite powerful, possibly in government. But whoever you're getting advice from it's good advice. Perhaps you've been through so much that you think you've got this Seven of Wands up, this boundary, this, which you need to set boundaries, but there's this like, someone's out to get me energy. It's only because you've been through a very difficult time. So I'd work on that, right? So what is this celebration and fun and happiness and enjoyment coming in for you? What is this all about? Let's have a look at that. Yeah, you're going through some healing with a love relationship that didn't go correct, or like didn't go well. You've got a King of Pentacles, masculines. I want to say Sagittarius, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. So a relationship that didn't go well, and you're healing. But it's going to leave you wiser at the end. You'll learn from past experiences with this person. And this person's literally, I feel, made you unwell physically. Like you've got to the point where you really just did not put yourself first and you're building yourself back up. Okay, so let's have a look. Needing to take a vacation, physically or mentally, celebration, fun and enjoyment. So you have the Sun. If you can afford to, if you can get time off work, if you're working, take a break, okay? It will make you stronger. I'm also picking up like vitamin D with this energy, like energy, vitamin D. I love my vitamin Ds. I probably take way too much vitamin D. That's probably why I've got shitloads of energy. You're going to be able to rejuvenate, regenerate with some sort of vacation trip, even if it's a staycation, to really put the effort into making yourself stronger on a physical level, mental level, etc. Okay. And what if you're getting advice from a particular person? I feel it's masculine. All right. I feel that that is really good advice from this person. Okay. I want you to research about how to stop being defensive, because you're putting a wall up with other people. You're probably spending a bit too much time on your own right now, and Spirit wants you to like join a group, see someone you haven't seen that you can trust. There is like a group of people that you need, or at least 3 people. My father used to say, if you could count your friends on one hand, and that's true friends, when you die, when you leave this earth, then you've done well. Okay, true friends are hard to find. And even some friends, you think they are true friends, but are jealous or envious, okay? Spirit's trying to really help you get on the right path with friendships, I do feel, okay? And there's some sort of soul contract coming in for you with some people. And there's a new opportunity coming up for you with a masculine, possibly from a different culture or background. I'm also getting English or Irish or Scottish, okay? And then the King of Pentacles, who we talked about before, is in the upright. So you will get over this person, okay? This person who left you feeling like this, out in the cold, abandoned. Maybe he kicked you out or you kicked him out. I don't know. But that's in the past, or it will be. I do feel that there's a new masculine coming in here, okay? You may meet this person online. They are very different from you, okay? But this person is an amazing communicator. They're very passionate. They could be a Leo. Very good family ethics background as well. And someone who's very fair, very generous, very kind, okay? Because you're wanting to put this behind you. There's some sort of deceit, some sort of toxic energy, okay? A lot of conflict in your past. You're healing from that right now, okay? Let Spirit help you, but, you know, have some fun. Have some fun. Get out there, have some fun. Really lose yourself in, like, I'm seeing you dancing in a club when you were like say 20, 21, like maybe you're not that age now, but it's like needing to go back to something, some sort of time where you could be yourself and just have no worries in the world. Right, that's your reading. Okay, Elaine, post your question. I'm going to continue with these cards, okay. Ooh. Spinning around, move out of my way. I know the feeling when you like it like that. Okay, Kylie Minogue is coming through. I don't know why, but Kylie Minogue is coming through. I'm spinning around, get out of my way. I know you're feeling it because I like it like this. Oh, these cards are excited. They want to talk. They want to talk. Maybe that's enough. Haven't been used for a while. Okay. Elaine. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Samantha. Okay, Elaine. What do I need to know right now? I feel like Spirit shows me in my dream. I hear myself say toxicity so many times. I feel like my guts are telling me there are people envying on me. Probably. Okay. First of all, you're going to be shown the way or shown these people. Okay. Let me just turn my potatoes off. It won't be a second. Wow. Oh. It's sat down too long, my bottom's gone. I will be leaving the feed, guys, very, very soon. Okay, let's have a look, Elaine, for you. Toxicity. So we do have the scissors. The letter S is very significant here as well. We do have the purse, the scales, the sunrise, the bowl, the scissors, so very literal things here, a candle, a butterfly, and a cup. We also have the camel. Okay, so the camel spirit, the dog spirit, the butterfly spirit. Those are the three animal spirits. Okay. So you're going to be disappointed, or I'm going to say to the point shocked, okay, about someone that you need to cut out of your life. Someone that you really thought you could trust. You have the scissors here, okay? And maybe even with money, all right? Maybe someone you could trust with money, trust with your money. Be very careful of your finances right now, okay? I think there's some sort of intimacy coming up as well for you. I just want to say to do with... It's almost like I want to brush the toxicity dream out of the way because I feel that that is fear related, and I think that you can persevere and overcome any problems. That's the camel. So the camel, you know, he has a reservoir. And the reservoir with you is a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight, a lot of intuition, okay? So use that when it comes to things like this. You are getting messages from your spirit guides in regards to that, but like as far as toxicity, it's just a warning. But I feel that you already know this, like you already know that there are people envying on you. So if you are knowing that, like you have a lot of how to handle this situation knowledge, okay? But there is a disappointment here. Be careful with your finances. Keep balance, Libran energy, okay? There's a lot of exciting things coming in for you. You're going to be very like, I'm getting lots of messages. Hold on, Spirit's just talking way too fast. Slow down. I'm just going to say, don't rob Peter to pay Paul. In the middle of your reading is the purse. So, which means like, don't borrow. Say if you owe someone money, don't borrow from another to pay that person, because then you're going to owe that person. Don't complicate your finances. Just make sure that you pay what you need to pay. You know, I used to pay my rent, my bills, even if I had only $50 left for the week for food. That's all I had. And that happened. That has happened in my life, okay? So there's something about not borrowing money from others, or not giving money or lending money to others. So something about money here. So you're going to be disappointed with someone. Yeah, I think people are envying in a way. If you already know that, then you know it. But the sunrise is here. It's like new beginnings. You need to focus on your new beginnings, new creative ideas, new ventures, your fresh starts. And I'm just being brought to that attention from spirit. That book by Mel Robbins, that new book, just let them. If people want to be like that, just let them. Just protect your own energy and let them be like that. Your focus needs to be creative right now. It needs to bring to life all the new ideas and new ventures and new starts that you have, okay? Like I said before, there may be intimacy with a close friend. Ooh, ooh. And as I'm saying that, this is like one night, Elaine goes out, has fun, and it ends up, yeah, a little bit more fun than she expected. So there's a lot coming for you. There's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of intimacy, passion, new ideas, plenty of material things is here with the bowl. You've got changes for the better. You will be shown the way. You will be shown the way who to cut out of your life. This is right through this area here. And just one thing, like if someone is criticizing you, as long as it's constructive, like take that criticism. What's your second question? Okay, so unless you're donating now, my list is closed. We do make lists, but unfortunately it is closed now, okay? If you want to donate, that's still open, but otherwise I'll do Elaine and Kelly's reading, and that will be it for me today. I've been on for just under 2 hours now, so it's time. It's time to go. I also have a life, guys. This is part of my life, my morning life. And then I have my day life. I'm going to go to the pool today, I think. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the pool. I'm going to get like some sun and just like have some fresh air and have a chat with God. Thank you, Samantha. General, it feels like mum is general feeling. General feeling. Okay, I said feeling, so there's a feeling here. You feel like your mother is needy. All right, first card we got is Seahorse, family matters. Maybe something is going on within the family. And then the next card is Bail. It's actually pale, but I want to say bail, which is time to get out of a situation. I'm not saying that you can't help and support and listen and be emotionally there, but perhaps it's time to just, you know, this would be a journey. If you went down this path of physically being there or financial especially, it's going to be like a strain. It would be a journey. It would be like difficult. So the most difficult part of this situation is over. So time to get out of the situation. The most difficult part is over. Perhaps your mother feels like she's still learning. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you haven't learned, you haven't learned. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And my mother's like that. She's 87 and she still does not get it, okay, in a spiritual sense. As much as I care and love her, she doesn't get it, all right, and she never will, all right? So some people just won't get it, and your mother may be one of these people that just doesn't understand the lessons she needs to learn, okay? You do. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. What did I just say? So you're very aware. I don't think she is aware of why she's here, okay? Or the problems through her life that she's had to resolve. And Spirit is trying to help her resolve them on her own. You've got a lot of spiritual things coming up for you, a lot of growth and material growth as well. And I said this to you last year, okay? All right. Good night, Chanley, and thank you so much for being here. Send me an email and I will do a free 5-minute reading for you. All right, I should have actually done Chanley. Chanley, if you're still there, let me do a reading for you today. Or you can send me an email. If you send me an email, it'll probably be better because it'll be a longer reading. Oh, the Lovers. Yeah. So everything I just said, and it's really important that you need to stay away from her issues, 5 of Swords in the reverse, and let her figure this out on her own. You can give her love, you can give her support, but you are the child, okay? And a lot of the times we choose our parents because we end up being the parent to them, all right? So maybe you feel like you're the parent to them. Show them love, show them support. I feel that even if you try and help her, lead her towards spiritual, there's no point. Some people on this earth are non-players, let's just face it, okay? Right. Maybe she has a masculine around her that can support her as well. I think nothing's going to come of that situation. I think everything's going to be fine. Love you, Chanley. Thank you. And the next person we have is Samantha. Repost a question. Thank you, Samantha. Repost. Samantha. If anyone would like to book a private reading, it's only $25 for 30 minutes and $40 for an hour. I'm doing half price reads right now. So if anyone wants to jump on that, do so. Samantha, repost your question. Please, guys, do not post your question in the feed until I call your name, or you're just going to be reposting it, okay? Thank you, Kelly. Samantha, where are you? Where are you? Repost your question, please. I am pulling some cards. All right, what's going on here? Right, what is going on here with you? Samantha, post your question. Okay. Very interesting. Who are you dealing with? My goodness. Samantha, post your question, please, else I'll have to move on to Kelly. All right, Kelly, let's do you. That was definitely Samantha's reading, but she did not donate. So, you know, I don't know who said Samantha donated, but she didn't. Right, let's regroup. Okay, Kelly. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. So this is the staff of Moses, and Moses was supported by God through his 40 years wandering the desert and also preaching. I'm just saying that he was supported and taken care of in that difficult time. So you are definitely taken care of. Especially when it comes to your material, there's like a period of like abundance and happiness coming in for you on a material level. All right, I just want to say control your anger. All right, watch your POA. Someone may trigger you or has triggered you, but I feel this is upcoming. Okay, right, let's have a look. My question is, what is M's next actions towards you? So you have celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Perhaps they're asking you out. You're going to go somewhere. You could be going to a jazz bar. Even though this is a staff, it looks like a saxophone, right? But it's not. It's a staff. I think there is a saxophone in this deck, all right? But this is just looking at it like that, okay? this is a lot of communication with this person. This is getting more information, like seeking the information. And there's something here with your finances here as well. So it's really important, like I said before, that your focus is on your money. But Kelly, there's something here about something new happening within your career, and you need to like get more information. As far as this M character is concerned, it's time to go out and have fun. And that's all Spirit is sort of saying about this. There's a wine, there's lots of red wine. I'm getting that song, Red, Red Wine. So it's like going into that energy of just like feeling. It's a time loop, Spirit just said. So I don't know whether you're going somewhere that's like an 80s or 90s night, or there's something about a time loop. Okay. Wood is really significant. It's important that you surround yourself with wooden items. You may even see a wooden item. Okay. Just be careful you don't overdo something. It's interesting, we have vine, grapes and tankard, and they all associated with wine. Okay. I don't know if that means anything to you. Does that mean anything to you? Wine? Maybe don't drink too much wine. Something about your health, maybe. Just be careful, you know, because I was addicted to wine. Like, I would have 2 bottles a day. I'm talking way back here when I was like a drinker. Like, when I drank. I didn't, and it wasn't whiskey, it wasn't hard stuff, right? But it just made me feel shit, okay? So just be aware of that. Just be aware of alcohol in general, okay? And how it may be affecting your health. I don't drink at all anymore, not even one, I don't even go there, okay? Money is coming in, like a lot of money. A lot of money is coming in. Something super important is coming towards you, whether it's your job, your business. Let's have a look. Let's get a little bit more information about this celebration, fun and enjoyment. I think you're just going to take it slowly. I think you'll get what you want. I also see intimacy here, like romance and just like that time loop energy. Yeah. So I don't feel in the near future that this is going to eventuate into any like romance, but it could do in the future, if that made sense. Okay. Perhaps this person's going through some healing. There's the Ace of Wands, so intimacy, 100%. I mean, that is coming in above anything else. Have fun, go out, celebrate, enjoy yourselves. Don't overdo with the booze, okay? It's time to go out and have fun. Just be careful with this situation. I think it's to do with a friend. I feel like it's a female. Just control your anger, all right? In regards to something, put your opinion aside, let them be right. Okay, thank you, Kelly, and thank you, everyone. I'm going to leave the feed now. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing rest. Bye bye.